Hello, thank you so much for joining me again today. Today we're looking at the 6 principles of Pilates. So we have got the breath, and breath is fantastic in supporting each move, helping you gain the strength that you need for each move, but also to help your body prepare to move, especially with people with MCAS. You might need to downgrade your nervous system in order to be relaxed enough to move without any negative reactions. Concentration, so being really mindful when you are moving, helps us move away from being injured, but it also creates that mind-body connection. We have got the centering, so bringing the power into the centre of your body. We're going to look at that in more detail today in terms of the core. Precision, so keeping each movement in really good form. Joseph Pilates often used to say there's absolutely no point in doing something half-heartedly. You need to do it perfectly in order to get the most out of it. Control, keeping things slow and mindful. And also you'll notice that when you do things really slow and mindfully with full control, your muscles will work harder, which means you'll benefit more from the exercises. And then flow, so keeping the move smooth and graceful. Now, I am so far from being graceful. If anyone who is watching this has EDS, we are well known for not having great proprioception. So working towards a flowing movement, making sure you know, or starting to learn where your limbs are in any space and time is also really useful. Okay, so we're going to start with our alignment and our precision. So we're going to bring our bums to the front of the chair. That's it, just make sure you've got plenty of bum on the chair. And we're going to tilt the pubic bone to the nose and then the pubic bone down towards the toes. And this is just gently warming things up. That's it. But it's also your time to start working out where the centre bit is. So start working out your middle point and then find it and hold it. And then we're going to circle the shoulders. That's it, so very gently. I'm not doing too many of these, but you can obviously pause the recording and do some more if you like. Just making sure you're doing this within a safe range of movement. You're not bringing the shoulders too high up to the ears. And then relax the shoulders, and you can put your hands on your lap if you want to. And then looking up to the sky, making sure you're not hanging the head backwards as you breathe in. And exhale, semicircle your chin down towards your chest, nice and slowly, and breathing in at the top. And that's it. And breathing out nice and slowly. And you'll notice when you do this one, you get a nice quick in-breath and then a really slow out-breath, which is the beginning of your breathing with control and also moving away from any feelings of fight and flight and freezing. So you're soothing your nervous system as you do this one. And then when you're ready, bring your heads back to me. Okay, so moving on to what I mentioned before about the core and the powerhouse. So this is the centre of our bodies, and this is where we can get lots and lots of strength. And here, you've got some muscles. You've basically got a great big muscle called the transverse abdominis muscles just here, and it's like a corset that wraps around and it holds your organs in place. When you activate it, it also strengthens the muscles up your spine as well. So this is a really amazing muscle, probably my favourite, and we're going to learn how to activate this in order to move but feel supported as well. I just want to say that people with chronic illnesses, people in pain, often, especially people who are hypermobile, often brace, and that is when you activate all the core muscles to the full extreme, either because you're trying to hold yourself upright or you're in so much pain it's really hard to move. What I want you to try and work towards is relaxing the core and then only activating it enough for each move, and in time it becomes like second nature to do. So to start with, we're going to work on activating it by imagining we've got a feather on our lip. So imagine you've got a feather on your lip, and I want you to imagine that you're blowing it away, but I don't want you to damage this feather. So you're not going to send it away into the ether too far away, you're going to just blow it gently away. So put your hands on your tummy as you do this and blow this feather away really slowly and smoothly, going and then breathing in. Now when you breathe in, you might notice my hands come out. It's my diaphragm and everything relaxing here as I breathe in. And then as I breathe out, hopefully you can see my hands going in a little bit, and that's the transverse abdominis muscles activating and your diaphragm lifting. Okay, so we're breathing in and exhaling. Well done. So that's a really easy way to activate the TVA. And you'll notice that often Pilates instructors coach breathing out on exertion. So exhale on exertion and inhale to prepare. But as long as you are breathing, I'm really happy. Okay, so breathing's really important and holding your breath isn't great. So what we want to do is just make sure we're breathing, doesn't matter which way, but if you want to work towards getting more strength and activating the muscles when you're moving, you could try this. And we're going to do it now. We're going to imagine the core is a dimmer switch. Okay, so you only need to turn the dimmer switch up enough for each move that you're doing. So imagine sitting back in your chair like this. You can let your tummy all hang out and there's not much need for much muscle activation. And then, so the dimmer switch will be on maybe number 1. And then as you turn it up, you will find the strength in your tummy to then be able to sit upright. And you've only turned it up enough to get that strength to bring you upright. And then because you're sitting tall, your tummy is holding you up. So you might need a little bit of the dimmer switch here. Now, if we were to hinge backwards, you might notice you need to turn the dimmer switch up a little bit, and then you could release it as you come up. So I want you to try this with your breath. So breathing in to prepare, and then exhaling to activate and hinge back. Hinge back towards the back of your chair, but try just to kiss it and come off it as you breathe in and come back again. So try this a couple of times. That's it. And then see how it feels to hinge back. So you've got your dimmer switch turning up enough to hinge and keep that movement control. And then lift an arm. And you might notice that the added weight of that arm means you need to hinge a bit more to get a bit more belly button activation. And then come back up again. Okay? Give it a go with the other arm as well. So hinge, pull that belly button back just a touch, and then lift. And then return. And maybe experiment with both arms, so hinging back and then bringing both arms up. Now I find this quite hard. I can feel my tummy shaking now as I do this one, and then come up again. And then try it with your legs. See how much you need as you hinge back and lift a leg, and then return and try the other one. That's it. You could even try everything, all limbs, and see how much you need when you do that one. Give it a go. I get really shaky when I do this. So breathing in and exhale and release. Well done. Okay, just double check that you're breathing into your tummy now, so you're relaxing your TVA. We are now going to do side stretches. So we've done lots of forward and back stuff. So let's move into the side. So reaching down towards one side and breathe in as you do it. And then exhale to bring yourself back up. And then reaching the other way. And exhale to bring yourself up. And you'll notice that I'm not going very far in these moves. I'm just looking after my back as I breathe in. And exhale. That's it. And one more the other side. Feeling the tummy activate as you pull yourself back up. And then see what it feels like to add load. So we're using our limbs as weights now. As we breathe in and reach and exhale. And you'll notice that the opposite side has to work harder as you breathe in And exhale, and it works harder to bring yourself back to the centre. So give this a go. That's it, and one more. Well done. Okay, let's try a spine twist. So this is one of the more traditional Pilates activities or moves where we bring the arms out and we lower the shoulders down so you're nice and tall and the arms stay straight. So as you rotate, your knees stay straight, they don't move, it's all coming from your spine, and return. So breathing in and exhale and breathing in to return. If it's quite hard holding your arms out like this, do feel free to cross them here or put them on your thighs as you breathe in and exhale. That's it. And again, breathing in and exhale. Well done. Okay, moving into a little bit of rowing. So we've done lots of hinging where we kept our spine in a straight position. Now we're going to do a bit where we're actually going to curve our spine, starting with the tailbone. We're going to curve it down and your spine curves down towards your chair and then you peel your way back up again. So starting with the tailbone, tucking under and curving and then coming back up. We're going to do this imagining that we're rowing. So we're going to grab hold of the oars and then curve the spine as we draw the oars back. Feel how your tummy needs to work here and then come back up again, breathing in and exhale. That's it. So you're lifting up your belly button just a touch and return, coming tall. And notice how you need to keep your shoulders down. You'll want to do this, but I want you to keep them down. That's it, breathing in. And then imagine this is turned into a paddle. So you're going to rotate as you come up, breathing in and exhale. Breathing in, that's it. So you're introducing flexion in your spine and rotation at the same time, which is a lovely functional move that we do in everyday life, although we may not be paddling in everyday life. Okay, and then return. Okay, short introduction to moving safely while activating the core muscles. So we've been using controlled movement, precise, breathing, centering, concentration. We've been involving all of these, and obviously this was a nice flowing movement. So making sure you've got enough bum on your chair, open the legs a bit wider, place a hand on one thigh and reach up and over, breathing in. So we're just going to stretch this out a little bit. Notice my arm isn't touching my ear, I'm keeping a space. And you can bring your hand here instead if it's easier for you. Coming back up and over the other way. Coming back up. And then we're going to reach beyond the knee. So reaching beyond, send the opposite hip away. Returning and the other way. And we're going to celebrate your beautiful concentration and your breath and your mindfulness as you breathe in, lifting the arms up. And exhale, press the hands down past your chest in honour of you learning about the 6 Pilates principles. Thank you. See you in the next one.